Now, we are here today and to speak to us about this amazing project. Just want to give you a bit of background. The ONeal Group is a company that's over 100 years old, very patriotic in Namibia, and their credo is really about creating a future and enhancing life. They're very passionate about the future, and in line with that, we as a company have already had the biogas plant with a conversion as well to the Invader energy, with the Invader to enhance energy. And hence, with these amazing projects, they have embarked on the green hydrogen pilot project, which we'll talk about today. I'm Michelle McLean, your host here for this session. I am a very proud brand ambassador of the ONeal Group globally, as well as a consultant for the NIPDB. And we welcome you all here today, and we welcome all of those online. If you would like to, in the room here, put your headphones on, you might be able to hear clearly, more clearly, but it's up to you. And as I said, welcome once again to everybody online. Thank you for joining us. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce the chairman of ONeal, Mr. Sven Tima, to come up and talk to us today about the green hydrogen pilot plant project, as well as the wonderful marketing director of the ONeal Group Next Century, Mr. Bernd Valbaum. Thank you very much for being here today. Please come up.
Okay, good afternoon. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, welcome to our project. We as ONeal, as Michelle said, we are over 100 years in Namibia. Various businesses that we are engaged in, and obviously for us, one of the passions is to live in line with our purpose, creating a future, enhancing life. And that's what has driven us to embark on this green hydrogen pilot project, to showcase and or learn from what it means, and also to understand what the intricacies are, and also that generating of hydrogen is one thing, but having a demand and having off-takers is a second thing. So we just that's why we started with a test project, and we're going to share more about with you. But before we do that, I'm just going to give you background on the ONeal Group, because the WEF is not about green hydrogen only. It's about many other business opportunities that can come towards us as Namibia, to create a great future for all of us. Can we get the video going? Can I do it myself?
The ONeal Group is a
Sound.
Namibian company employing roughly 6,500 people in various industries. These include the advertising, beverage, retail, leisure, fishing, engineering, meat processing, dairy, energy, and fresh produce business sectors, amongst others. The ONeal Group emerged in 1919 from the early Althaver and List Bank Commission partnership between Herman Althaver and Carl List. Subsequently, the Althaver and List Finance and Trading Corporation Limited was established in Namibia on 13 May 1923. Today, with its rich legacy of more than 100 years, ONeal represents Namibia's largest privately held group of companies, with revenues contributing in excess of 5% to GDP. With its purpose of creating a future, enhancing life, and its vision of being a catalyst for positive change, creating new realities and fulfilling dreams, ONeal is committed to enhancing the lives of its employees, its customers, and the society in general. With unwavering determination towards fulfilling its purpose, the company's humble beginnings have not only stood the test of time, but also circumstance. Day by day, year by year, gradually transforming into the successful, flourishing operations we see here and now. The success of ONeal can only be attributed to the strategically diversified portfolio of the group that capitalizes on the uniqueness of its values and its culture, and prioritizes the needs, contributions, and unlimited potential of its people.
Good. So that's a bit of background to us. As you can see, we love doing, creating new businesses. We're not so good in talking, but doing definitely. We were started in 1919 as a banking establishment between Carl List and Hermann Oldhammer. Later in '64, the son of Carl List took over, and I took over then in 2001 the chairmanship of the group. We are one of the largest privately held companies, group of companies in Namibia. We are inspired by our purpose, creating a future enhancing life. Our vision is a catalyst for positive change and delivering new realities, fulfilling dreams. And of course, we've got a very proud history of investing in our own country. We employ now just over, the movie says in the meantime 6,500, so it moves quite quick back and forward. Annual revenues of far in excess now of 7 billion. This is the evolution over the last years, steady growth over the last years. Even in the COVID time, we would manage to do a profit despite the value adjustments which come with the property portfolio. And as it was mentioned, we are in sustainable fishing with value adding. We are producing fish products and marketed across the world. Aquaculture, we've embarked on an aquaculture project, farming abalone. It's a high value sort of a sea snail that's especially marketed in the east. Namibia Breweries, the beer, one of the most well-known beers in Southern Africa. We're listed and exporting to 16 different countries. At this stage, we are owning 25% of Heineken in South Africa, but some may know that we have sold or are busy selling the entire portfolio on the beverage side from a Namibia Breweries point of view. Namibia Dairies, it's basically from the fodder production right through to the milk stables and the final product manufacturing. And then, of course, the biogas gas plant, where we just wanted to show it to you how passionate we are about generating green energy. We've also got a property leasing company where we manage and develop properties. And of course, now next venture, this is where Bernd will tell you more about it. He's co-leading it with his partners in Germany, the company. We've got Dimension Data, which is an international IT company, broad information technology services. Weatherman is like a branding company. We have then obviously a new baby on the block, which is Heartleaf Corporation, which is doing high value premium products, processed meat and so forth. So I think Namibia is strong with its meat. So we are using this as a base to market ourselves and penetrate Southern Africa. Engineering, we are on the marine, offshore, industrial and mining side from a Walvis Bay point of view. And then we have Brand Tribe. It's a data consumer management company, as well as the Pick and Pay, which we talked about just now. Our portfolio of properties sitting in key strategic areas and currently expanding it quite aggressively. And that brings us to Clean Energy. Also, the name comes from Clean Energy Solutions Namibia. And Bernd, if you will take us through that then. Thank you.
Yes, good day also from my side. My name is Bernd Wallbaum. I'm Managing Director of ONeal Next Century, the energy company within the ONeal Group. We are mainly active in solar PV, but also looking into wind power plants, biogas, as we said, and now hydrogen. We are based in Namibia and Germany, so our home markets are Namibia and Germany, but also South Africa, Botswana. We've just won a tender for solar PV in Botswana. And as I said, in Germany, we are also developing very interesting solar PV plants. Cleanergy Solutions is the joint venture in green hydrogen between Alta van List and CMB, Compagnie Maritime Belge. I will tell you a little bit about them and introduce you to our partners. So CMB operates 147 ships. The company was founded in 1895, headquartered in Antwerp, Belgium, 100% privately owned by the Savaris family. They have 320 shore-based staff and about 3,200 seafarers. The group consists of 4 divisions: dry cargo, container vessels, chemical tankers, and CMB Tech, clean tech. And CMB has also got 4 divisions. The one is marine, with diversified zero carbon fleet powered by hydrogen and ammonia. Then they've got an engineering department, highly skilled engineering team with own testing facilities in the UK, Belgium, and Japan. Then hydrogen infrastructure with technology and infrastructure to produce and distribute green hydrogen and ammonia. And then the industrial part, designing and retrofitting of industrial applications to run on hydrogen. CMB Tech has 15 years of experience in engineering of low-carbon solutions. They have 25 years of experience as engineering and design team with proven track record in the automotive industry. They've got a team of 65 skilled engineers, and the facilities include dyno test facilities, engine build workshops, prototyping, electrical and electronics build lab, fabrication, and model studio. And if you visit CMB in Antwerp, you can see what fleets and trucks they have already converted into clear hydrogen or hybrid hydrogen and diesel. As Sven said already this morning, we approach this new business, green hydrogen in Namibia, in 3 phases. The first one is the feasibility study that we have done together with the DEG, the German Development Organization, and external scientists. We started with that in May last year, and it has been completed. We are just waiting for the approval of the DEG, and then we will also submit that. The feasibility study, it analyzes different technologies, the locations within Namibia, the financial aspects, and of course the market potential locally and as export. The outcome is that, of course, green hydrogen production in Namibia is financially and commercially feasible. The investment in green hydrogen in Namibia is highly attractive. The green hydrogen production in Namibia only with solar PV is also feasible, and a large-scale green hydrogen plant with 800 megawatt electrolyzer and 1,000 megawatt, so 1 gigawatt solar PV can bring down the prices dramatically so that at this scale it will be competitive to fossil fuel that we have today. As I said, there are 3 phases. Feasibility study is the one. Then we decided to build a pilot project. And then the third one, we will come to that later, is the large-scale solar plant. This demonstration plant is located in Walvis Bay. We think it is a preferred location for hydrogen demonstration plant. It has logistical connection to the hinterland of Namibia by road, proximity to end customers with heavy equipment in the port area, and location of Transmit Namib in Walvis Bay. We have availability of service providers, and it is highly attractive for high-level visitors, airport, vibrant city, proximity, port, and Swakopmund. The demo project will kickstart development of hydrogen value chain in Namibia with the production consists of a solar park, 5.5 megawatt, solar, the electrolyzer, the compression, and the hydrogen storage. Distribution will be mobile refueler, a tube trailer, and a dispenser, a fueling station at that demonstration plant. Consumption, the off-takers, potential off-takers are gensets, trucks, locomotives, tugboats, the big mining trucks, and of course the port equipment. So here we see the layout of the demonstration plant with 1, the hydrogen training center and offices, 2, the process and power containers, that means the electrolyzer, 3, the low pressure buffer with 30 bar, then the 4 is the compressor, and 5, the 300 bar buffer. We also have a 500 bar storage tank, and then 7 on the filling station, 350 bar dispenser. Number 8 are the water containers. The water tanks, we need about 25 cubic meter a day. So this is not with a desalination plant. This is just with normal municipal water. And 9 is the tube trailer bays. As I said, we have a 5.5 megawatt solar plant, and there is also expansion. There is also the option for expansion. Our plan is to be operational with this demonstration plant end of 23. Then the third phase is the large-scale commercial plant. We have already secured land at the Walfischbei port area. CMB Tech and ONeal selected the port of Walfischbei to build all required facilities to import, export, and produce ammonia based on solar energy. Namports approved our land lease application for 116 hectare of land plot at the northern part of the port. An option agreement was received in end of 2021. The project will be developed based on the following philosophy: act now. That means create end market as an early mover and start small to gain experience. Adaptability, start with proven technology which can be adapted at correct moment in time. And affordability, premium for low carbon, hydrogen and ammonia stays realistic and is aligned with the end market. Project currently is in the pre-FEED phase. We are planning in the first phase to build a 1 gigawatt solar PV plant outside of Walfischbei and a 800 megawatt electrolyzer. And we are planning in the first phase to produce 1 million ton of ammonia per annum. But we are also planning to scale up to, could be 12 gigawatt. But as we said, we want to start step by step, phase by phase. And that is what we are doing and planning. That is the end of our presentation. So if there are, thank you, yes. Yes. If there are any questions about what ONeal does, what we are planning to do in the green hydrogen, please. Yes.
So you said you're going to install 1 gigawatt solar. So that means you only utilize the sun and interrupt your production then during night time, or do you install storage as well?
We will also install storage, and as we said, it could be that in the first phase we also use LNG. So it will be stepped up until we are totally green. So that means in this location where we are, we only have solar PV as a source of energy, of green energy. Yes, please.
Hello. You have just said about storage facilities. This storage is battery storage, and how much capacity of battery storage you're going to have for 1
in the demonstration? In the demonstration plant, we have hydrogen storage, but we are also planning to have a small scale lithium-ion battery storage for the evenings. But that is as we said earlier, this pilot project is we will build it to learn, to include universities and other educational facilities. We will experience, we will do research and development. So there could be changes in between, but we are very adamant that we start as soon as possible. That is why we said we want to be operational end of 2023 already.
So what is your target production
in a demonstration plant. That I have to, that we don't know yet. Yeah. It will, of course, in a demonstration plant, be much higher and will not be competitive to fossil fuel, but that is normal for a demonstration plant. We all know, everybody that is involved in green hydrogen, that only a large scale, and there we are talking of gigawatts, will be competitive. This demonstration plant is not there to show that we can produce with low prices. That is not the target of this demonstration plant.
And then there is, of course, we got the other various solar plants centrally, as well as the close to Swakopmund around this, various different places where we. Yeah, we don't have only that solar plant that we built. It's very close to the shore. There will be some learnings with the cloud cover that's from time to time existing around that area. We have the other solar plants, which is a bit further away, all centrally, and we're testing all of that, the cost competitiveness. And there's another challenge, is the coast. It's highly corrosive with the high winds and very salt and dry weather. So there will be some challenges coming that we've already experienced now with our other plants. There's one what material is being has to be built from end to end. So this demonstration plant is really to make sure we learn from all sides. And obviously that's where the feasibility comes in, to prove even what's in the feasibility now already.
Yes, please. There was another question.
Thanks for such a cool presentation and very exciting plans. From what I know of ammonia, I think most of it gets used for production of fertilizer, sometimes plastic, at least in the US. Obviously, you guys are setting this up at the coast with the vision of potentially exporting consistently, and that's probably your biggest market. But in your pipeline of dreams, is there also potentially diversifying into the production of those fertilizers in country, or using it for something else that could be interesting within your group?
Yes. So if we talk of the demonstration plant, we are focusing on local consumers and want to build the demand also within Namibia, in the mining industry, in, as I said, the harbor and the big trucks. On the large scale plant, we are of course also looking at fertilizer for Namibia, for SADC, and other exports.
Yeah, and just to build onto what Bernd was saying, we are at the moment really busy with the various, because all the technology that comes now from CMB, whether it's locomotive or whether it's a trucks and so forth, and we've already identified partners on the trucks conversion. So that's happening at this very moment also. So the other big benefit is we're putting majority of our own money we put in there. So we can do whatever we want. We can test it the way we want. And then we can really set up the business case. We can set up the business case for the big one. But yeah, but that's the exciting part about this.
Yes.
Am I right understood that your PV plant will be not connected with transmission power line?
Well, for the demonstration plant, yes.
Demonstration plant will be connected.
It will be connected to the grid, but the big one, 1 gigawatt, that is not at the moment possible, as we know. So that is for own consumption, and the surplus can be fed into the grid.
Okay, then it's really interesting.
Okay.
No more questions.
Anything else?
We might have one or two questions from someone online. So I'll just quickly check with Margaret, if you're happy to do that.
you take for your demonstration plants water from the municipal government. But
Yes.
I didn't see another water treatment container
Yes.
in your plan.
Yes. So that is clear that the drinking water is not pure enough for the electrolyzer. So there will be a purification also happening. Yeah. I just wanted to differentiate that from the large scale plant where we of course need our own desalination plant.
And do you go for alkaline or PEM?
Well, at the moment in the demonstration plant we are testing a few technologies, and then we will see what we will use for the large scale. Because as we all know, technology is changing, and there is a lot of research and development happening. So this development in phases gives us also the opportunity to bring in new technologies.
And how do you deal with the bottleneck of electrolysis stacks at the moment worldwide? I mean, when large developments should take place, that capacity has to increase significantly, right? Otherwise, we're going to wait forever in Africa for stacks.
For what?
Stacks.
Yeah. Well, those are all also regulations and
No, but how do you deal with that? I mean, when I see the total capacity worldwide on stacks is 500 megawatt max, 600
Yeah.
megawatt, and you want to set up a 1 gigawatt, how do you deal with that?
that's one of the questions that will be answered within the next years. So that is, as I said already, that is why we do this in phases.
Any further questions? Okay, we don't have any questions.
No.
online,
Okay.
so.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to say? Right, so thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here today. And we've closed this session now, but we welcome you back to the Namibia House for further sessions this week. Please do come and join us, and thank you for your support. And we hope to give you the best hospitality. Thank you.